56-year-old man on Facebook. just straight up in your truck with the cap on, taking a photo to selfie angle on the floor.
This is intriguing by Cloud9 though. I mean, Sentinels just playing a very basic comp, but Cloud9 putting Curry on Fade, which is interesting. Getting Vanity back over to Astra. And Ender made the point, why not play Leaf on the Raze? But Cloud9's entry Raze players, whether it's been Leaf or Zephyr, have been getting stomped so far in Stage 2. So, kind of like the idea of just putting them back on the comfort roles.
And this is Cloud9 with a bit of speed, injected into the round. Wow. Firing into the Cloudburst. Dapper actually connects that one, but somewhere along the line, Dapper actually goes down to the fragment nade, and Shaz just cannot hold it down, just trying to anchor the back of the site, not anticipating the speed at which he was going to be able to be pushed there. Still, it's a paranoia. It's a quick attempt by Sentinels, I think. They just try and get back into the action. A lovely flash. That's going to be setting them up quite nicely. 2v2 now. Sentinels, if they win this pistol round, it could have been good. Still, it's all down to Raucus. Just in a 1v2 with Vanity collecting 3 kills in this round. That's the frenzy, but both these players going to be just working their way around, making sure that they hold smoke. Hold over the top. Drops down, but it just tags onto him. And he's revealed.
Very much revealed there as both of the Cloud9 players play inside the smoke that Raucus threw out as well. So he really had no chance there of being able to take that one home. Cloud9 play one with an attack, an exec there with a lot of pace. And even as Leaf goes down, they have taken the whole of the front site with Vanity just booking it into the back site as well. I'm interested to see what their execs look like because they were clean, they were coordinated on Haven. And it's been a major problem for them so far in Stage 2. I know it's been the defense sides for Cloud9 that a lot of the attention's been drawn towards, but those entry players have been having no success. And in this match, Leaf was farming in the head-to-head against TenZ. And, you know, obviously Zephyr had an insane performance backing him up.
And that's a clean take of the A side. The horn goes up onto the left side. Flash over the top as well from Zephyr playing that KO. Mitchell, okay. Waddles away, does a bit of damage. The Dapper there, but it's a freebie for them. Sentinels now left in this retake, but guns aren't too ideal. In fact, that Seize as well just caught onto a bunch of the players, I believe, a tree, so just prevents them from playing any sort of fast timing.
You can see them picking out spots where they know Shaz is going to go for the recon dart.
Well, can't recon anymore.
No recon available.
Yeah, suppressed. No abilities being able to be used.
You saw the coordination earlier for Leaf and Vanity trading out those smokes to make sure that it was more difficult for players to retake through door. And that is a prime gaming. Flawless. Can Cloud9 beat their 13-2 scoreline on Haven?
Can they beat the world record of the fastest VCT map?
Does anyone know what that is?
I mean, it might have been the previous map that we just watched.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
We were pulling in the numbers. I mean, the Desk was talking about it.
And what that
was the assumption, but there was another one as well that might have been the fastest. There was the 13-2 Evil Genius's Luminosity.
Right. We need to dig into this so that we can have a little timer at the top of some of these maps.
Yeah, I want to see this Byron from Sentinels come up with some goods, and that is the damage I was looking for. Dapper with the opening.
And again, this guy's form has been so good in Stage 2. It's just unfortunate it hasn't really been synced up with the rest of the team.
Gotta anchor this down though now. You need to make this clean. Dapper with 3 on the board. 45 health left, but he whips out a headhunt, and the shot finds its mark. Perfect placement, anticipating the run out from lane. All left up to Curry. Now he's obtained the rifle somewhere along the line, but only 4 bullets in it. If he reloads, he gives away his position, but he has to regain positioning. The spikes drop down in main. It's the first shot, but not enough to get the second.
Yeah, not quite there. Dapper doing too much work for Sentinels. And that's a great start for the Sentinels defense to already get around on the board. And honestly, in somewhat similar fashion to how they started on Haven too. It required a massive performance coming out from Dapper. He aced one of their 2 rounds to be able to put them on the board. This time gets 4. And had Curry not swung around stairs, maybe he would have been on for another ace.
Yeah, man's feeling it.
Again, he really is feeling it. It's just such a pity that his spike and increase in form also is at the same time as when the rest of Sentinels as a team are slumping. So he really has figured out how to play Chamber recently.
Leaf, he's priming the dash. Anticipation there for them. Okay, Cloudburst dashes up over the top, dodging a lot of that utility that's coming his way, but he's tagged up. In the meanwhile, Shaz using it. Okay, has to just jump away, dodging and juking. It was the fragment nade that was at his feet. Very in the side though, Kampeki left alone. Destroys the Prowler, but eventually gets removed, and that's going to be the trade. Site gain now, but only 3 players left standing for Cloud9. A great opportunity for Sentinels if they come up with a clean retake here.
And no one within range to be able to hear that smoke, as far as I can tell. Shaz is taking a look over there, actually. So maybe they are aware. Maybe they heard the audio cue.
They did.
The Vanity's in market. They're now surrounding him.
Have to clear him out, though.
Shaz leaves it. All 4 of these Sentinels players are going to be coming through CT. And Vanity finds one. Tens. Another updraft that leaves him susceptible.
And all 3 players just trying to retake from spawn. So difficult. Trying to move their way in, but they have to do so much here. Dapper dropping down to the site now. Curry left alone, anchoring it to the back. A quick little sidestep, and now the 2 players are on the site. They need to ping the spike, though. It's wall bangable, but Vanity is completely missing it. Just being stuck in the process, and another 3 kills in the round for Dapper. Leading the way for his team. 1 more on the board for Sen. Signs of life for them.
Yeah, we might have a map on our hands here, especially if Dapper keeps putting up this kind of performance. 4 rounds in, 8 kills, averaging 2 kills per round so far, with both of the rounds that Sentinels got being on the back of the fragging that he's able to do as he either anchors or swarms back into the site. Cloud9's take there was pretty good, and Vanity found some value from the lurk too. They just couldn't fend off the retake. So now they're going to be put onto a bit of a sticky situation with their buy.
Yep.
Curry donating a hero rifle, I believe, over to Leaf. So they do have some sting in this attack side still.
Sending it over, and it could mean quite a bit. Mitch, okay, gets his head ripped off. Just trying to take around mid here. Cloud9 players looking like they're set up to burst through here.
Leaf's about to crunch Tens from behind.
Pop flash over the top. Anti-flash position was being paid. Oh my word. And that's why the judge in hand. Flick of the wrist, and he finds it still. Leaf alive for but a moment, but luckily safe hands with Dapper.
I don't know how Tens managed to get 3 there with the judge when Leaf was pushing through the smoke behind him, but Leaf just didn't expect a player to be that close.
Yeah.
That's, you know, he's clearing completely different things there. Watching from his position, there's 3 players just swing through the smoke behind him. He doesn't even consider that Leaf could be coming through a door. Goes unchecked, comes up good for 3. He's already got more kills than he did on Haven, no?
Yeah, it seems that way. That was the round that they needed to win. The one where the money wasn't too good for Cloud9. Now we're heading into this buy round. Both teams going to be working with the guns.
Look how confident Dapper is, just pushing all the way out of B main. He's not in his rendezvous anymore.
So much space being gained. Mid being approached. He's managed to collect the kill onto Curry. That was pretty pivotal.
He gets traded, though.
Yeah. Taken out. But that was a spike drop down a tile, so information gain for his team as well. But this big gulf that's been separating them now, straight through mid. You can see all the players at Cloud9 containing it.
Shaz does not expect Leaf to be posted here.
Wait a second.
Left. Yes, he does. What awareness to be able to realize Leaf could have worked his way all the way into that corner and be peeking him from a high position.
Still the Cloud9 players. Now they're getting swarmed. The swing timings from Sentinels finally coming online. Bit of coordination being showcased.
It's a bit scrappy as well. Raucus has given up a main information and feels like there could have been a reactive push from Mitch or Vanity in that area. And this focus towards the extremities has opened up tree for Mitch and Vanity to walk in.
30 seconds.
All about timing.
Yeah, just trying to take the favorable fights. Quick little shot. Raucus actually doing a tremendous amount of damage.
Vanity's weak.
Dodges the shock dart. Here's it coming. Just trying to bait it out now with the plant. Be opting to use all of his utility here as well. Not too much left to work with, but still has the spike in hand. Has to get this down now with 10 seconds remaining. That smoke, though, gives him free reign to just swing across. Oh my goodness! They're just jumping down, trying to disrupt the spike being planted, but it's just being held down by Mitch.
What a shot by Mitch. Those are really awkward angles for him because of that smoke. The swing from Shaz is more predictable, but the tracking on Kampeki as he falls to the floor, just based on a glimmer that he saw through the smoke and where the flash was placed. A bonkers situation. Good awareness from Vanity as well, not to just stick the plant there and use all of that utility to kind of bait Sentinels in. Oh, that shot, though, it's not a clean one-tap. He's tracking him with the spray control as he paths down.
Sentinels don't want to give this one up. A bit of aggression into mid. 3 blades, that'll do the work as Leaf will fall, but eventually Kampeki also going down straight behind him. Just trying to set up tens here, but he's managed to work his way up into this position. Straight into some Rose and the updraft, it doesn't quite work. Now the Hunter's Fury ripped off. Shaz wants to try and salvage this. He is just firing it off randomly, different directions, hoping that he tags one of the players, that some damage was done. But they've already pivoted all the way over towards A. The Cosmic Divide going to be splitting up this side. Rock is playing close straight up inside the smoke. Has to be traded eventually. The spam will do it.
They should know roughly where Shaz was positioned a few seconds ago. He has recon, 2 shots, but I don't think he heard where the plant was coming through because of that Cosmic Divide. And Mitch gets away into A main in time.
But this dropping down, Curry favored. Shaz just can't reset the aim fast enough when he's dropping from that angle.
Yeah, and he had utility to work with there, but didn't want to give away that he had a timing deep onto A heaven. So Cloud9 pulled that one out the bag in what was a bizarre round of Sentinels just deciding to contest on Catwalk and everything getting crazy.
Yep. Those are the kind of plays you need, though.
I'll tell you what, though. Tens is warming up.
He is warming up.
It's map 2.
Honestly,
Tens is warming up.
A good friend, Ender, back chesting.
He was 1-5 against Leaf on map 1, and now he's 2-1. He's getting the better end of that Jet head-to-head. Could be important for Sentinels to stay in it. And you know, that just fearless aggression that Sentinels showed in mid, let's put it like that, has made Cloud9 give him a bit more respect over towards there.
Yeah.
You got Mitch and Vanity cautious, and it's still not enough. The timing on that flash peek actually lovely between Kampeki and Tens.
There we go. That's the kind of synergy you need. Gotta set it up. A lot of utility that's being comboed to try and supplement Tens and help him out. Often it's delayed, but the return fire is there. Still the pop flash. Oh my goodness, Kampeki, how do you find that shot?
But where are the rest of the Cloud9 players? They are miles away.
Scattered.
Leaf was on his own in the middle of the site, having to check 10 angles at once, and then Zeppa came through afterwards, having to flash peek, duel 2 players. This is Sentinels with only Sheriffs in their hands. And a player advantage, in some senses, likely to win this one.
It feels like they're finding a ton of openings just by prying open these defaults, but now Trademark destroyed, the footsteps being heard. Dapper on the angle, quick little jumpy Curry, okay, it's one way to clear the angle.
30 seconds left.
Straight over the top.
Pretty smart actually against Sheriffs, or you know, against a Headhunter. Weapons that can't spray, you're jumping onto an angle, you're breaking their crosshair placement.
Way harder to try and find the head.
And Sentinels have picked up weapons, so this is now a raw 2v2 where Kampeki has a knife for information. And now has his ultimate online if he chooses to use it. Not that it would be too helpful. And they just double up. Mitch and Curry finding a gorgeous timing to double swing there and put the pressure on them at stairs.
Yep.
All too easy.
This round's coming down so close between them. So close between them.
It's a far cry from Haven, isn't it?
No, for sure. It's a lot closer. A lot closer.
Pence has got an operator in his hands. Normally explores towards mid on these kind of rounds, although he is currently taking it
Leaning towards Cat again,
towards
maybe?
Cat.
Oh,
amen. All right.
Or pop flash play over the top, or just a knife for info. It looks like the knife for info. But, okay, it's destroyed. He respected it, though. He's backing away.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there, not expecting his teammate to break it, so.
Yeah.
Gives up the line in A main. They don't have a play to get back onto that one by the look of it, because they're just kind of holding a more passive situation.
I've got to say, ever since Cloud9 have been playing these slower rounds where they've been hunting for these opportunities, that's the thing that's been getting pried open by Sentinels, I think, when they've been playing more aggressively. Little pop flash plays into mid, a peek here and there, finding favorable situations.
Here.
They've been staying away from these full-blown executes in the later section of this half.
Little ping on the wall there, as Leaf indicates where Zeppa should throw the knife, the 0 point. Gives Vanity a little bit of information as to how many players are right next to him on Catwalk. The answer being 0, because they were backed off towards tree. Cloud9 are just playing
Rounds
this
could
one
get dangerous, I'm not going to lie.
very slowly. Spike heading towards A main.
Yeah, the more time that they are bleeding off the clock here, the more dangerous this could be. Has to
30
be
seconds left.
clean initiation from
Curry
Cloud9.
doesn't have prowlers.
Ten's just holding that angle. Such a shallow one to try and find, but he does. Eventually goes down. What is that? Vanity swinging through into tree. The timing being taken by Sen.
Oh, that can't be allowed to happen. Simply can't be allowed to happen. It's just him in a smoke, running his way through a fragment grenade.
Nah.
And C9 have got themselves into a 3v2. The knife catches Shaz again. He doesn't have the recon online anyway, but they know where he's positioned. And these players are going to be coming towards Zepper. He was white hot in map 1.
Position given away by Zepper. Swing through. Where's the teammate to help?
Enemy remaining.
Shaz has been offered an opportunity. Now he's left into this 1v1. He's picked up the pieces, shot that down there. Knows roughly where the positioning could be, but still suspects potentially through main. Here's it around. Gets half. What a performance. Stepping up when his team needed it.
That is an outrageous clutch. An outrageous clutch. Partly because, how on earth did Cloud9 allow that one to happen?
Where was the swing?
Where was the trade from the player in A main? I mean,
Look at this.
Mitch has got a tour de force, I guess, so he's
holding
not as
heaven.
confident in swinging there.
Yeah.
But the tour de force
Vanity
is
just
a
wants to
great
play
weapon go
time.
for him. And Vanity, ice cold, honestly. He read the fact that Shaz was faking with the first tap and dodged a lot of the damage coming out from the shock dart as well. He just wasn't quite able to find the jump on Shaz. Well, the 1v1 played quite nicely from both players, but you've got to question how it even got to that point. Nevertheless, Sentinels with a bit of a lifeline.
Yeah.
Picking up 4 rounds already on their defense.
Backs against the wall. It's exactly where Sentinels want to be. It's when they perform best, Josh.
Yep. Dapper using his rendezvous to come and support Tens here. Dapper taking first contact and rendezvous away, and then Tens unexpected behind him. But Cloud9 have not really been putting too much attention towards B main in these rounds. Having said that, the spike starting at tiles might indicate they're going for it this time around.
Yep. Not a prowler's going to be used. Knows there's a player close, pushed up onto this angle. That's a dangerous one.
Oh, so diligent from Curry. He realizes that that could be a bait setup, and jiggles the corner to push Tens away as well.
But they know that B main is contained right now by Sen, and that's going to be leading them to now get this wholesale execute once more. Straight onto the A site. Got a bit of an advantage there. Oh, the dart does tag a couple other players, but Crossfire needs to be held now. At the smoke, Vanity just wading right into the spam. Kompeki collects a free one.
It can be so dangerous being the player that has to close the door there. So many things that can go wrong, and you see it. Here's another one. Curry with a late lurk. Doesn't quite find the timing.
So Mitch just popping up, has to rendezvous away, but he does get that one to try and even things away for them. Leaf struggling to just collect the bullet onto her head, anything to try and turn the tide of this one, but still Zepper swings through, full blind in the process. It's lovely work from them, but it's all coming down to a bit of chaos. Kompeki dropping down. He's found 3. It's the 2v1 Zepper. Can he do it? Probably going to be tapped now. Players susceptible here. Low in the damage, but they double swing it together.
Nicely
getting
done.
half. Yeah, that's a really nice round when it comes down to the real, I think, nitty-gritty of it.
Yep. Good play from Sentinels on the retake there. It got very chaotic for Cloud9. A couple of things, though, really went wrong for them. Being able to, from Cloud9's perspective, losing Vanity as he closes the door, losing Curry as he tries to just contact through a catwalk. Those are 2 massive picks that set Sentinels up for a favorable retake. But it is well executed, and again, a very different map here.
Yeah, credit to Sentinels, I think, as well. A lot of resilience being shown, being able to battle back like this. I mean,
Yeah?
a lot of teams, they will just fold when they get rolled in a fashion like they did in map number 1 on their map pick, but
And the match has not descended into chaos, which I thought it might do at some point.
yeah.
There's mild chaos, but we're not in full insanity territory right now. Although, Leaf being able to find the opening kill.
That's a beautiful fragment nade. And it's already just going to be compiled straight into one another. All that utility sent flying through them. Tens. It's fully suppressed up. He can't hear a thing right now, but still just locking it down. You don't want to let this descend, though. Finally, they are going to be swinging into him. Tens to the short, he collected that one.
Gets another one in the head-to-head.
Yeah.
Why not? Why
Last
not?
round in the
Sentinels
half.
take the lead in this series.
Honestly,
Didn't think we'd be saying that after map 1.
No, really didn't.
I mean, take the lead in the map, let's be clear. They don't have the lead in the series yet.
Yet is the key word there, Josh. Yet.
But Cloud9 have an opportunity to tie things up. Rifles back in their hands for the final round of the half. They've got a null command to work with as well. Definitely an ultimate that you can build an attack plan around.
Certainly. See that Cosmic Divide being used, as well as that everything being dumped into the fray.
The spike is not here. This is
It's a complete fake. Yeah, I mean, they're selling it incredibly well because the amount of utility and players they've dumped into the area, this should just be a freebie for them. The issue is, they've lost everybody that was just trying to fake it onto A. 3 players down.
Trade
Sentinels
request.
Deal with it.
Trade request. I give you free spike site. You give me 3 free kills.
Yep. And we take a 5v2 retake.
Yeah, I would take the Sentinels part of that bargain every day of the week.
They are so favored now, leading into this one. Should be the 7-5. Rockers, okay. Bit of info there. I thought he was going to stick it. On God, I thought he was going to stick that, but listen, bit of intelligence being shown. You cannot throw this now. It's Vanity left alone. Do not let him ace this, please. I cannot see this happen again. Gonna be tapped away. Shaz holds the angle down, and it was being stuck by Rorka. So, well drilled in the end there. Sen finally gonna be walking away with a bit of lead in this map as we are heading into that second half. A short break. Do not go anywhere. I know you're not going to, because you're not gonna want to miss this one. It could just evolve into absolute pandemonium. We'll see you in just a few. Lead for Sentinels in map number 2. Cloud9's map pick of Ascent. Quite going the way I think that they were anticipating, especially off the back of just dominating Sentinels in that map number 1. Yeah. You look at the top left, 13-2. It wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't. And if you take this scoreline in stage 1, I might tell you, yeah, Cloud9's defense is good enough. They still win here. With 5 rounds on the board, that's all they need. Stage 2, their defense halves have been brutal. So for Cloud9, winning this map comes down to having a resurgence back to that stage 1 form, back to the form we saw in map 1 on their defense.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it from them in map number 1.
Exactly. We have seen it recently, very recently, 20 minutes ago. So it's not impossible. It's just that they haven't been doing it across this group stage.
For Sentinels, a grand opportunity for them to grasp. Drone's going to come in. It's a clean, honest take now into the side, but they haven't quite dealt with Mitch. He's been holding it to the back there. Luckily, the swings to the back of Jen ain't enough to clear him out.
Yeah. Wow, Vanity collects the lurk on Dapper. That could be a game changer.
Leaf almost gone for the right click there, mate. He almost stopped the spike in his tracks. Curry, though, just swinging him raucous. No teammates to supplement that. Gonna be going down easily enough, and now you're just left in a 2v3. They're trying to refight this over the course of tree. Shaz with the right click, anticipating once more the timing of it. They have gained control of that Leaf, dashing over the top. The right click in play! What am I watching?
Get it out the game!
Pistol round 1. Listen, it's not as bad as it used to be. But
no, it's not.
In the hands of Leaf. He makes it look like it is.
Curry does a great job, though, actually. I mean, it's an active post plant from Sentinels in a 2v3 situation. I think it's a good call from Shaz for them to abandon the A site and push Curry in the hopes of getting that kill.
In that 2v3, of course.
But the problem is, Curry gets a headshot on Shaz. I mean, not only does Curry get the kill on Raucous there, but he softens Shazam up so that Leaf can kill him with a single bullet there. And then that one, listen, I've got no words. No words. You can see it fired up Curry and Vanity, though.
I like how we're only showing their 2 faces as well.
The others are in a secret facility.
Well, I mean, apparently they're all playing with no lights on, so maybe the other ones are just playing with their monitors off as well. I don't know, we just can't see them at all. There's no light.
It seems more likely it would be webcams off rather than monitors.
Sure.
I
just find it funny that they have the webcams on, but they just would have no light. Just the exposure on -6.
So Cloud9 are favored to get back into this game if they can clean up an anti-eco here. And like I said on Haven, part of the question of C9's defense also has to be taken in the context of they're playing against Sentinels, who have just struggled so much with their attack sides recently.
That's good info. That's going to push them away as well. The contact play by Sen.
And look at this push out of B main. They know there's a lot of players over by Cat.
Oh boy.
They're either getting a flank here, or Sentinels are walking back into them.
And they see both those rendezvous, and they just know that Dapper is in the area, but look how far he's pushed up past of it. Spotted in the end, though.
That's Dapper caught twice now in roughly the same position down Pizza. Probably going to have to modify what he's doing on the attack half.
And with the initiation in, but the Horns as well, as soon as that utility is used to push them back once more. And yeah, not enough armor or weapons to try and stand up to that.
Destructive, good info from C9, drawing the game back level at 7-7. This now a massive swing round coming up. Cloud9's bonus. They've been good with these. I mean, they had good ideas, interesting pathing, good value out of the Spectres. And Mitch is playing with an operator here, even though he's a long way away from a tour de force should this bonus round fail.
I don't think you expect this, though, if you are Sentinels, especially the amount of times they've been contacting into these areas of the map.
I mean, I think it's a really good purchase. A lot of teams have been doing it, though, buying up the operator on the bonus round.
Yeah, it's become more commonplace, for sure.
I think Shaz was talking about it on stream, actually, recently. We'll see if they fall into it, though. Mitch holding down B main. Tens this time the player from Sentinels to explore up mid. Same kind of area that Dapper's been caught a couple of times before. Breaks the trademark. Expecting some kind of play from Curry. Backs off.
You always got to be worried as well to back that trademark, because you never know. Might be a pop flash play that comes out of it.
Some kind of seize.
Yeah, anything to punish that, but no, he's safe. And it is just a hold. Down to the minute mark in this round, a buy round for Sen, an important one for them to convert. They spent everything coming into this one.
They have no information in A main right now. So, even though Tens is getting close on Tree, and it looks like either deliberately getting detected there or trying to swing to break the knife, they still don't have A main control.
Yeah, that's going to be really difficult to try and take. Shaz is currently in mid. He has the drone if they wanted to try and clear it, but they're just going to be swinging into it with their bodies. But they've made so much noise.
Tense pressure. Kicked the fragment grenade out the way.
I mean, Cloud9 are fully aware of this one, but yeah, he's worked in and he's completely separated from the rest of his team. Another flash forces Dapper to rendezvous away. Thought that there was going to be some sort of presence and aggression off the back of it through that smoke. They do get the spike down, though, now.
And it's a retake for C9. With Mitch's operator now making a long path over to heaven. Door's not broken. And Dapper's in a great position to fend this one off.
Drop through to the coordination from Cloud9 with the Spectres, man. They're just making it work. They're making it look like rifles. Vanity gets 4. Spike Stanley gets stuck. What a selfless leader he is. Doesn't even go for the ace. Instantly on the spike, understands the win cons.
Yeah, doesn't care about the Twitter clips, does he? No. That's always one of the things that I've thought is the biggest failure from Vanity.
Yeah.
It doesn't post enough Twitter
He's not
clips.
enough of a narcissist. He doesn't care about getting the clout.
His Twitter game is fantastic, though. He doesn't need the clips. But yeah, Vanity is a specialist of getting value out of low econ weapons.
I mean, that is just...
Playing with the Judge, playing with the Bucky, the Spectre.
Yeah, so well drilled.
And Sentinel's postman setup there is anticipating a door push. Dapper's playing late catwalk.
There.
You know, ready to backstab any players that are retaking through tree, and there's just no one there.
Makes sense if they have Spectres.
Sure.
It's a shorter sidelines that you're playing rather than heaven. If you're swinging out and contesting main with Spectres, you're kind of insane, but they did it.
Yeah, I mean, they just smoke it off and go. I think it was a really good call.
What a tag. 10's dropped down to 3 health.
Don't think that's going to stop him.
Yeah, still disrespect being shown as he just holds his position, holds his ground in B main. While all this is going on, Leaf also wandered into mid, so he's going to be getting some valuable information just holding that deep angle. The Prowler spots him. Player being found. Knife, and now everything being utilized, but Tens, he was playing with his back to the wall to try and dodge the flash that Konpeki was just throwing out there. They need to get onto the site now, and they need to do it effectively, but he's going to be waiting right into Curry. Doing his best heavy weapons guy cosplay. He's just going to be trying to mow them down, but Shaz, the return fire is there. 2 players at different elevation. It's enough to find the shot.
Leaf coming around from his position in mid is now on the flank in B main. Picks up Dapper. Realizes that lane is clear as well. This is good information for the rest of the team. Can Konpeki win this round with the Odin in backside?
Could be doable. And KO nade. hits the back wall, so it didn't actually clear any of the back of the site for the players. Mitch is there. Campeki just tries to beam them all down. Raucus was the last one standing, though.
Yeah, got traded a little too quickly there. Maybe a potential for Campeki to just mow everybody down at stairs, but it didn't work out in that way. And you got Cloud9 with another round on the board. The only one that Sentinels have won in their attack half has been that. Oh, well, they haven't won one in their attack half yet.
Just
Sorry,
the 7-5.
I just fooled myself into believing they won the anti-bonus for a second, but that was simply a lie. Simply a delusion.
Another universe that you were peering into.
Yeah, it was. It really
Another
was.
world where both of these teams are seed 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think you could really dig deep into Sentinels and 10 specifically, 9 and 15 at the moment, by looking at how these execs work and how uncomfortable the position is that he's put into when he entries. Like, walking out there with his back to the wall, trying to updraft in so many of these situations instead of getting supported with flash, recon, dashing into a smoke, this kind of thing. It's so uncomfortable watching 10's entry with this team, Riggs.
It does feel like a lot of this is not particularly practiced, I think, is the word I would use. Because it is...
Oh, don't open that rabbit.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it in that sense. I didn't mean it in that sense. But...
Whoa, Zephyr.
Round for them. Yeah, that's a complete disrespect being shown to the smoke and the
blasts
nade.
his way past the fragment grenade.
Straight up onto the site. Shaz holding down that heaven angle. Zephyr, okay. Oh, didn't even hear the door being... Oh, what is going on here?
He just saw a glimpse of the barrel from 10's rifle.
Okay. Is being pressured as well. Here's the player coming down. And Shaz just trying to lock down our angle, but Mitch was there once more, swinging from heaven with the operator in his hands. You're right. It's a little bit disjointed when it comes to these execs.
Yeah, it is, but that particular round was just Zephyr going crazy.
Oh, I'm not gonna... Yeah, okay. That is
Zephyr's timing past the fragment grenade to pick up Campeki is nutty, unexpected. Also, punishes Sentinels for not having anyone with Campeki there.
Yeah.
You know, if there's another player to try and play off him or with him, then Zephyr just gets traded out instantly. But they're finding all of these holes in the Sentinels' attack rounds.
half armor on the board here for Sentinels. Buying into this one, they need to try and convert it. They need something special. Raucus, he's in charge of just locking down that angle, but he just sprays wildly, hoping that a stray bullet would connect. Not great for them. Contact play once more. No one has cleared in between the logs, and it's more risks piled onto one another. One after the other, desperate for anything, an opening to see if they can swing the round's advantage in their favor.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shots from Leaf and Mitch. A prime game in Flawless, and
away with it.
Suddenly, this does feel like map 1 again.
It feels like map 1 again.
And maybe it's just the halves, honestly, because we didn't get to see too much of Cloud9 on the attack, but they've flipped the script in terms of their defense, and they are completely abusing Sentinels' attack lack of coordination, I would say. We did have the question coming into this game, who wins between the stoppable force and the movable object, but the stoppable force has been thoroughly stopped.
Yeah, the movable object is starting to rediscover its roots. starting to discover what it means to be unstoppable again. Well, Dapper has the tour de force. The buy is not great. It is 7-11 when it comes to the map. At point as well for Cloud9. Series on the line.
And a B retake setup here for C9. Curry with an Odin in market.
That's an interesting one.
I mean,
not sure about the warbang angles from this position, but he's kind of just wildly looking from left to right because they don't have anything to watch mid.
They have no one watching mid. It is such a weird position right now.
He's so worried about being contacted into. But the exec comes down. Actually, the Sentinels players just trying to work their way in. There's the horns. That's what he was looking for. Particular lineup to try and catch the players, but he's going to get spammed out. He did a lot of damage in the process, though. Tens and Shaz dropped down to almost nothing.
Weird battle in mid right now, as Raucus, just with the Sheriff, is kind of checking out what the goods are in the fridge. And C9 with their retake. The danger player is Shazam. Did he just get wallbanged there? Down to 49 health. And Shaz falls. This retake is going to be mighty successful.
Yeah.
And Cloud9 pulled themselves the match point.
Shredded to pieces there. Leaf with the knives. Straight over the top. Even got flashed, I'm pretty sure, by Zephyr.
We said at the beginning of this match, Brent, that this game defines whether or not you make it literally into the top 10 of North America. Both of these teams, the cores of the rosters at least, went to champions in 2021. They were 2 out of 3 of the best teams in NA. And now they're battling for whether or not they are still inside the top 10. Well, it looks like there's a pretty big gap here.
Yeah.
I mean, Cloud9 are running away with things.
They found their bearings, honestly.
And it bodes well for the future as both of these teams are still thinking about LCQ.
Listen, if it means we get prime form Cloud9 in LCQ, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'm here for it.
Such a great team to watch in Stage 1, and it all kind of went missing off the back of a really weird trade, but maybe all they needed was a bit of time. Am I selling the cope successfully?
Yeah, you are. You really are. Mid being taken now. 2 players from the Sentinel side of things. Tens has got the angle locked down. Curry still on this angle with the ult in! Just ADSing. Just like jiggle around the side. That's the nade to try and push him forwards. They know they have to retake mid in this fashion. Raucus is just trying to teleport back away to safety. What is going on? It's all coming down to the wire now. Just 2 players left standing for Sentinels. They've got the spike down. But Cloud9 in these retakes, they've been sublime. Mitch holding down the lane position. It's all down to Konpeki and Shaz. The warbang spam, so much utility to work with. It's looking like it could be a done job. The flashes sailing over the back of it. Shaz goes down, anchoring it. They all line up, but not enough. Not enough to do the job. Konpeki will fall eventually, and that is going to be Cloud9 winning that one. A 13-7, a bit of a closer scoreline comparative to that first map that we just witnessed. But at the end of the day, that second half, it just was not close at all. Cloud9. They looked good, man. They looked good.
Yeah, they definitely did. You had Leaf back on the jet in a great position for him. You had a revitalization of Zephyr. You had good support utility being thrown from Curry in various different positions for the team. And a functioning system that should give people hope